Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto skipped Magoha's burial today. And Miguna, some few hours ago, taking to his Twitter handle, explained as to why Ruto skipped that burial. Dr. Miguna, Conman Raila Odinga and his cows spent a whole week mobilizing jobless Luo youth to boo President William Ruto at Professor Magoha's funeral in Gemiala, but William Ruto didn't give the conman a chance to shine at a funeral. Shame on you, Mr. Conman. Miguna is sometimes coming out as a comedian. That's Miguna's post 5 hours ago. In this video, as usual, I want us to dissect that tweet by Miguna to see where the truth lies. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, I've always maintained here that Ruto and his team are very predictable. They have not matured politically. And you can just tie the dots to know their next plan of action. Some few days ago, Dennis Itumbi, taking to his social media accounts, claimed that Azimio had planned to buy MPs. 4 days later, we saw ODM MPs at State House. So in other words, Dennis Itumbi was just exposing, though indirectly, what they had planned on doing. And this tweet by Miguna, there are some truths Miguna is exposing here. The first truth, Miguna is confirming that William Ruto skipped Magoha's burial because the ground was hostile. Residents of Game constituency were going to boo him. That's one truth coming from this tweet by Miguna. And that's actually true. And in our earlier video, I analyzed that in details, where I made it very clear that Ruto skipped Magoha's burial because the ground was very hostile to him. Though Miguna is actually trying to bend the truth here. I don't think Raila Odinga can mobilize crowds, more so in Nyanza, to boo William Samoei Ruto. I don't think that's possible. Raila cannot mobilize crowds in Luo Nyanza to boo William Ruto. Ruto skipped that meeting because he knows in the recent days he has been at war with Raila Odinga. So naturally, the ground was charged and the ground was anti his attendance. And this is also very interesting because the area member of parliament, Game member of parliament, Elisha Odhiambo, was recently seen at State House. So Miguna is confirming that the area member of parliament has no influence. So they are just taking William Ruto, rather they are just there for some reasons. They are with William Ruto for some reasons, but they don't have influence on the ground to influence the ground in William Ruto's favor. Yes, that's something coming out very clearly. And from that tweet by Miguna, I won't be wrong to say that it might be possible that William Ruto and his team may be the members of parliament we saw these ones who are currently supporting William Ruto we saw at State House, it might have been possible that they had planned on mobilizing some people to attend Magoha's burial so that they could cheer William Ruto. Yes, that's also possible. They might have planned on mobilizing some people to cheer William Ruto. They stopped that plan when they realized nobody was willing to do that. Or the few who had actually accepted to do that, they were very few. Those who had accepted to do that, they were very few. And they could not outsmart the majority who were against that. And when I talk about the majority, I'm talking of the real ground. It might be possible that Ruto and his team had mobilized. They had started the mobilization for those who were to cheer William Ruto. They stopped their plan when they realized nobody was willing to do that. If you read between the lines from that tweet by Miguna, you can just see clearly what was planned. And another thing I'm making from that tweet by Miguna and his team, especially those supporting William Ruto, are lying to William Ruto. They are living in denial. Miguna himself told Kenyans that he was going to liberate the Luo nation from Raila Odinga. He made some 1-2 trips in the Luo nation, trips that nobody was even welcoming him. And eventually we saw him in a secondary school addressing students. Later he claimed that Raila and his team were mobilizing people against him. So I'm just seeing a continuation of Miguna, William Ruto's team, more so in Nyanza, who are living in denial. They don't want to accept the reality that William Ruto is an unwelcomed guest in the Luo nation. And I've always been explaining here why William Ruto is not welcomed. William Ruto has spent most of his campaign period discriminating against the Luo nation. William Ruto is one single individual who has been branding the Luo nation kama wale watu wa kurusha mawe, wale wa kung'oa reli. That has been William Ruto. And this is why I have issues with the Luo leaders being seen at State House. These are leaders who are clearly missing the big point. I believe they are an embarrassment and a letdown to the community. Somebody who has been stereotyping against the community, you go begging to that kind of a person. That's an embarrassment. As I conclude, look at the appointments in Ruto's government. Appointments are going to 2 regions, to the mountain and to the Kalenjin nation. How can you support that kind of a government? Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Any other person who want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Yes, that tweet by Miguna confirms Ruto skipped Magoha's burial because he knew the ground was hostile to him. The tweet also confirms that William Ruto's allies in Nyanza might be cheating the president, that he has support there. The truth of the matter, Ruto has no support in the Luo nation. Miguna is also confirming that it might be possible that William Ruto's allies were mobilizing crowds to cheer him at Magoha's funeral. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen.